We're having our session today on the Gamma Pi Career Showcase. One of the things that's very important to develop our young people is to understand what are the different career paths or professions that are available to them. So today we're able to bring in a number of professionals to talk to our young people. We have a certified public accountant here today. We have a U.S. ambassador here. We have a deputy fire chief. We have Prince George's County police enforcement, law enforcement here today. So it's a very good time for our kids. We actually have an entrepreneur here who owns our own insurance company. So this is giving our kids the opportunity to broaden their horizons and begin to truly understand the different career paths that's available to them. So we hope today that they will be more enriched, more well-rounded, and able to articulate and better define their career paths and objectives.
Another thing I wanted to mention, once you do get your license in Maryland, you're required to renew it biannually. So every 2 years you have to renew it. And the renewal process is that you have to obtain 80 hours of continuing education each year to remain in an active status. And that can be from various seminars, go in attendance, self-study courses, but the profession wants you to keep up on your skills. So there are continuing education requirements once you've gotten your license that you need to maintain to keep your license.
And can anyone kind of give an idea of why that's important? Why that's important that you have to get recertified every 2 years, and you have to have this continuing education. Can someone give an idea of why that's important? An example would be, we all know that how technology constantly is evolving every year, right? So if you're used to using a particular system, there might be another software, some software that most of the organizations are using. And if you have this continuing education, you're going to be aware of that, that the new technology is involved. Is any other than technology, some other ideas that you think would be important? Because it's not only for a CPA, but any type of field where you get a certification. It's not like you get it and that's it. You have to continue to keep it up to date because, again, you want to stay current in your field. No one has any questions?
I just wanted to throw out there in response to that question, the past few months on television, where it's always been about this fiscal cliff that the country was facing. And a big part of that was dealing with the income tax part of it. That is definitely one reason to keep up with the continuing education, because taxes are constantly changing. There are new rules and regulations that are continually being done. So you definitely need to maintain your skills and understanding of the tax law changes that are coming down.
Could you repeat your position as an accountant one more time?
I started out working for a CPA firm when I graduated from college. And then I moved into a corporate accounting environment where I was a senior accountant, basically doing financial reporting, financial statement preparation. Now I'm an entrepreneur. I own my own CPA practice where I, again, still do financial reporting and income tax return preparation.
Most of us studied liberal arts, political science, economics, English, social studies, geography. That's kind of what most of us study. But we have lawyers, we've got a lot of MBAs, we've got a lot of teachers, we have a lot of people that majored in a foreign language and they decided that this is what they wanted to do. I had a colleague in one post who was a dentist, got bored with his practice, sold his practice, and joined the Foreign Service. He was a dentist because he wanted a new experience in life. So we get a lot of second, third career people. I've lived in Guatemala, Panama, Honduras, Hungary, Cuba, and then the last 3 years in the Southwest Pacific. It's a fascinating career, full of interesting adventures. I know all of you want to travel as adults. This is an opportunity to really travel, to live in a country where your next door neighbors are the people from that country, and to have friends and acquaintances all over the world. Because the world you're going to grow up into as adults is going to be much smaller from a communication standpoint than the world that we are in now, or the world I matured into adulthood in. When I joined the Foreign Service, there was no email. There was no fax. There were letters. We sent cable, we sent telegrams back to Washington, where somebody typed it and transmitted it electronically. We still sell those telegrams, send those telegrams, but now they are digitized. It's all in a computer. Okay?